Hey guys, it's Jay Black. Today I am hanging out with Jaime, the owner of Precision Nails here in Carmel. This is a very different space, just walking in, and I was talking with you, like you walk in and it doesn't really feel like a nail salon, so it's very different. But why don't you go ahead and tell us, Jaime, a little bit about Precision Nails.
Precision Nails is my salon business, and it started in 1992 after I got licensed.
Okay.
And I was licensed locally as a manicurist.
Okay.
And I've been in business for myself ever since. This is a nails-only salon.
Okay.
So we're not doing spray tanning, we're not doing waxing. And in fact, now I am working alone again after having had employees for 17 years.
Okay.
So this is a very spacious space now. And when clients come, they have the privacy of working with me one-on-one, which is nice. The privacy is something that a lot of people enjoy.
So you started 92. What made you decide you wanted to start your own business rather than just working somewhere else?
I actually did this in order to pay my way through graduate school. I was summer break, and I went to beauty school knowing that I was going to go to UC Davis for a graduate degree. And I thought, I've been there once before as an undergrad, and I had to work different types of jobs. And it was always hard to schedule your job around your classes.
Yeah.
And I had always loved doing nails for myself. I have horrible nails on my own. And so I thought, what could I do where I could run my own business? And I thought, well, there's a course I could take and I could get licensed. And that's how I paid my way through graduate school at UC Davis, was doing nails. All those years ago. And I did finish my degree.
What was it?
A PhD in education.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've taught at the university level, I've taught at the community college level, high school level.
Awesome.
But all the while,
doing this on the side.
Nails it has always been the primary thing. I would never have expected all these years later to be doing nails still. And I still am very involved, even more than I imagined I would be, because in addition to doing nails, performing services for clients, I'm also involved in advocacy for the industry.
What surprised you most since you started your business?
Then I'd still be doing it.
Okay, I figured from the
It was not meant to be something I did. I did not start this business thinking this is going to be my career long term, but I get to use all the skills that I've developed over the years, my writing skills, my speaking skills, my lobbying skills. Even though I'm not a paid lobbyist, I do that for free. There are a lot of things that I get to do, and then of course what really keeps me grounded are my clients, because my clients are very engaging. They have such fabulous life stories. And as I'm getting older, I am aging right along with my clients. And as you know, being someone from this area, it's fabulous to see people who are in their 70s, 80s, and 90s living full lives. Yeah. And, still wanting to take care of themselves and exercise and take care of their personal grooming needs. And it's inspiring, actually, to work with people like that.
What would your customers say that they like most about coming in here?
I think the long-term relationship that I've built with clients is based on mutual respect and being there for each other. I have my clients committing to me 18 months in advance with standing appointments. So there's that consistency factor. I think that's what they trust most, is that they know they're going to have a quality service every time.
Every time, yeah.
And that we are where we're supposed to be. Like if we say we're going to meet at 1 o'clock, we're going to be here at 1.
We're going to be at 1, yeah.
You got that part out. So the consistency is important to them, and I've been doing this for 30 years, not all in this area, because the first 5 years of my career, I was pursuing my degree, and so that was up in the Davis area. Yeah. But once I moved down to the peninsula and moved back to the area where I was raised, then it was just a matter of building that clientele over years. And my business has evolved. I never thought I'd be back to working by myself, but it's sort of like coming full circle to how I started. And I kind of like that intimacy, and it feels different now that I'm in this larger space, and yet it's just the two of us, the client and myself, working together, laughing, swapping stories, talking about current events, whatever it is that the client wants to do. That makes them feel comfortable as they're having their services done, because some of them I see fairly often, some as often as once a week, and others I might only see once a quarter.
Okay.
It just depends on what their needs are.
What are some of your goals for the next year? So you just recently went down to just one person, but what are, just you, I mean.
Yes.
So what are some of your goals for the next year?
Well, I've already planned my schedule for next year.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so for all of 2024, the calendar year, I try to book standing appointments to about 70% of my available capacity.
Wow.
I work Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Okay.
And I will book clients from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. So those are 3 longer days. So
Sure.
all this discussion about businesses going down to a 4-day work week, I've had a 3-day work week for a really, really long time.
Okay.
But that frees me up to do the other kinds of things that I do in the industry, the advocacy work, and traveling to trade shows and teaching classes, which I do all over the country, teaching technical and business classes to other beauty professionals.
Okay.
So that's what keeps me engaged. So I want to do more of the same. And I feel that every year where my clients and I make this commitment to see each other, it's like, hey, I'm going to be here.
Okay.
And I'm not looking to retire anytime
Sure.
soon. That just makes me want to invest in myself and make sure that I'm protecting my health, and so that I can be here to serve clients.
Yeah. What do you like most about being in this community?
This is where I was raised.
Okay.
And when I grew up here, I think pretty typical of a lot of younger people, they can't wait to leave. And then once you've left, and in my case it was leaving for college, you realize pretty quickly what a special place this is and how unique of an environment it is. And it's just a matter of how involved you want to be.
Sure.
The fact that I'm working here and I'm spending those days, and they're long days, but engaging with different people throughout the day, but then I get to see those people a couple weeks later, and I can see them again. So I feel that I'm invested in them and they're invested in me. And for that, I cannot say enough about what a fabulous place this is, because even with as many people here who have moved into the area more recently, there are those who have always lived here.
Yeah.
And have adapted to things changing, because things have changed over the years, and I've changed, but I try to keep that consistency going, because I think that gives people confidence in what you're doing, and you're more trustworthy when it's not something new every time you interact with a client.
No,
I don't feel like I have to spice things up to keep people coming back. It's more about
consistency.
The consistency.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. So have you noticed with the new people that have moved into the area, like you were talking about, it seems to me at least that they're all very grateful for the type of community feel that we have here. Like they're not just coming here because it's pretty, but they also really like the community and they really get involved in the community.
And there's so many ways that they can.
Yeah.
And they can do that by just taking a walk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Whether they've got a dog or not.
Yeah.
And sometimes with a dog, they're probably going to interact a bit more with other dog owners.
Yep.
But the fact that you could stay here and live your life without interacting, well, that's an option too, because people will leave you alone and respect your privacy, which is why I think so many different kinds of people move here, is because it's not the kind of place, even with celebrities, we don't have paparazzi running around chasing people.
Thank goodness for that. Ugh.
It is one of these places where people are allowed to relax and vacation if they choose to live here, to live and be comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I think they're trying to get oftentimes out of the heat, out of the traffic, and live a slower paced lifestyle where they can enjoy the outdoors more.
Yeah.
And they have the opportunity to engage in lots of different community organizations. I mean, I have always been amazed at how many nonprofits
there are a lot here.
There are a lot of nonprofits around here, which I think speaks to the caring nature
of the people here.
And then of course the needs too. Obviously those organizations wouldn't exist if there weren't needs for them. But I think those two, when they get together, are fabulous.
Yeah, they work really well. Yeah. Alrighty, well that's all I've got. Is there anything else that people need to know about Jaime or about Precision Nails?
Just that, again, all genders are welcome. I am so supportive of anyone who's interested in having their nails done. If you want to contact me and just have a conversation about that, that's fine too. There's no obligation even once we meet.
Okay, perfect. And all of her contact information is in the description below, as well as, do you do social media?
Very limited social media.
Okay.
Yes, you can find Precision Nails on Facebook.
Okay, perfect. Yep, so the Facebook link will be down in the description below. And yeah, thanks so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. Been a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. And we'll see you next time.